is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome to part 3 of Pillars of Eternity. We have not moved, we are where we were at the end of part 2. I have noticed, however, that we are not in the best of health. If you look down at the bottom left there, I've got a little fire symbol, which is, I think, telling me to camp to heal myself. And we've got a little symbol with a sort of cracked head on it. So if we go to active effects, I think it's called, yeah, there we go. There you go, and it'll tell us that character's got concussion -2. We've got red on. Oh, alright, so concussion gives you -2 intellect. So our intellect's dropped because of it, and our resolve has also dropped because of it, because of concussion. So we need to camp for that, and also our bars are, well, one's yellow and one's lost a bit. And this is, by all accounts, a bandit camp, by the looks of it on the map here. So we're about to walk into a fight, of which we're not quite ready, so we're just going to come back here and try and camp. With the right button, though. So we've got three camp fires. Well, camping equipment, I think it's called. I don't know what happened there. Let's try that again. There we go. So, damage reduction on both, I think that's probably best. As we're about to walk into a fight anyway, I assume that's going to help us, isn't it? So, it's beautiful, that is. Beautiful. It's beautiful, it's true. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. Oh, that's good to know. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of the Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward like mouldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Alright, back off, love. Suddenly her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust even, of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watcha! Watcha! Watcha chuck. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. She's an animancer. Though it fills you with a new queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. Party gains 464 experience just for sleeping. That's awesome. Whoop whoop. Find the dwarf woman from the dream. I wonder if she'll become a party member. Okay. Yes, I think we needed to climb a wall to get to that, didn't we? Which we couldn't climb. Right. Let us fight. Let us save, let us fight. Let's see what we can do with these scummy bandits. Scummy bandits sounds like a packet of sweets. Tenrith. The young dwarf tending to the stew looks up, startled as he sees you approach. He drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get him, you dogs, and make sure our new cook don't run off. Help! Please help, ma. One of the bandits gives Tenrith a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Alright, maybe someone else then that's going to join our party here. Looks like a dwarf, doesn't it? Right, let's get our knockdown on. Actually, you go for this fella up here. Question mark. Are they all question marks? Yeah. Let's do this. God damn it. Bring ye closer. Yeah, I always end up wasting a move though when I do this, don't I? I get this guy to hear as it happens so that I can do the smackdown on their ass. Nice. Raw damage, accuracy, reflex. Hang on a minute. Yeah, it is an assault, yeah. If successful, dazed for 7.8 seconds, accuracy plus 10 versus will. Seems reasonable. Let's do it on these two. Ooh, hello. That'll do it. Nice.
Let's have it.
Come on, guys. It's right in front of you, for goodness sakes. Come on. I'd actually chose to move. I think they've done something to me. Yeah, they have. I have something on me. Let's have a look at what that is. For interest's sake. I know, constant recovery is mine. So... yeah, I've got damage reduction as well, so no, there's not. There he goes. Oh, hello. It's a lot of stuff, isn't it? It's all coin, isn't it, eh? Oh, hello. Hunting bow. Leather armour. Taters. Taters? What's taters, precious? Come on now, play the game.
I'm not going anywhere like this.
Carrying too much bloody weight again. Not figured, is it? The tent is empty, but for a pair of stained cots and stink of unwashed bodies. Lovely. Right, speak to our guy here.
Welcome.
By the flame, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels for the rest of my life. Or until they were bored of me, I suppose. I must get back home. I only hope they haven't hired a replacement. The dwarf looks aghast. Listen, next time you're in Gilded Vale, stop by the Black Hound Inn. I'll let Pesca know just what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. Oh, to be back at my oven again. Alright. Alright, nice work, people. Go team. Oh, hello. Yeah, can't go up there. Right, come on then. That's all we can do here. Move along. Nothing to see here. Right, let's see where we've been in this area and where we haven't been. Looks like we've covered most of it. The bear we've done. So in the last episode I said we were going to just cover the rest of this area and then go back and do the... Ooh, it was under a church or something, wasn't it? If I remember rightly. Because we came back here to bite the bear, or fight it even. To the Gilded Vale, my friend! Onward! Well, they seem quite popular, these videos. Well, they're popular in my little world, of course. But the first one's on 200 and odds views now, I think, and the second one's on nearly 100. So that's some pretty popular shiz right there, people. So we'll keep going. We'll keep going. The figures don't lie. I like big butts and just... Right, let's see if we can find this dwarven woman. Hello, we get... Oh, hello. Ooh, hello, she's actually not dead. Hanging by her neck and not dead. What devil magic is this, pray tell? Let us find out. Oh. Well, we're definitely going to go down there, aren't we? But we want some more party members, I think, first. How do we get to the damn tree? Oh, hang on. Let's go. Walk to it, Stephen. No, there we go. Have a little save just in case something goes amiss. You never know with me in charge. Why don't you put the kid in charge? Caldara de Baranzi. I think she might be Italian. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bow that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward, rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it. Not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Reach out, I'll be there. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading outward toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expended enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing, electric surge of images and words and sounds. Living in electric dreams. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman, and when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in milky fog. her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives you a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear, or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Yes? It's me, yes? Am I imagining this?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be.
How are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it.
Maybe.
I think it is a very good choice.
I need to understand something that's happened to me. I think I survived the biowick. Do you know why that would be? I want to know something about you.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
Who are you?
And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular. Caldara de Baranzi, of the Valian Royal Academy of Animantic Sciences. Not the greatest of their number, but I came here all the same because this was where help was needed.
And what happened to you? Alright. She doesn't want to read this about herself, so I'll do it, will I? She laughs, a rasping, choked cackle escaping between rows of buttery yellow teeth, causing her body to bob up and down with each spasm. Seeing your blank expression, she catches herself. Oh, I see. It wasn't words, actually. It was a description. That's why.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer. Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
Tell me, but I suspect you're going to say nothing.
Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord, she is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
What is an animancer?
A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are. But the best of us? The best? Inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul twins, miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other, turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid. It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear.
I had other questions.
Of course, dear.
I need to understand something that happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
Nice, that sounds like I've got superpowers and everything. I am a watcher. It only takes an instant, girl. Fall in love. I think I survived a... what's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on, some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well, a wonder!
What did you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
Nothing to be afraid of. I find it hard to be comforted by a woman dangling from a tree by her neck. She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a tuft of long whiskers that sprouts from one of her cheeks. Lovely.
You should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Cadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Cadnua, then. Need to go there. I think I survived a bivouac. Do you know what that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
You said souls break apart over time.
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
Fare you well.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Caldara, even, closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of waiting. Sazanda was granted Crucible of the Soul. Oh, wow. What does that do? Travel to Kayad Nua. Oh, looks like we've got a level up as well.
17 and a half.
Eder. The smell of pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-coloured hair leaning against a mossy rock wall. His pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looks you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
What are you talking about?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Counting dead people? Okay. Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Eder. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
What was that about a
The
dwarf?
dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
What makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? He looks at you a moment, his brow arched, his smirk broadens.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
What do you know? Do you know what a watcher is?
Careful, friend. Let's not use that word round here. There'll be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
You think you're gonna be hanged?
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fella who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
During the war. Yep, he doesn't want to speak anymore. Saints' War. Only one in my lifetime. Fella decides he's the living incarnation of Eothas, overthrows Redseras, marches to Direwood, so we gave him Direwood and hello. And what's a Direwood and hello?
Blew him up.
And who is Eothas? God of rebirth and redemption, formerly anyhow. Maybe they call him something different from where you're from. Why was your headman hanged? Got involved. Radric sent men down here the other day, said they had it on good authority someone in town was working with Kolsk, plotting Radric's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so Swithin, that's my headman. Oh, right, I see. So Swithin, that's my headman. He steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. He sighs and shakes his head, his eyes fixed on the tree. Bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting against Radric, then for protecting me. What does your town have against
Picked
you?
the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Eothas worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Eothas. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Eothas isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Eothas. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Eothas worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Aloth glances at you and lowers his voice. You can see why I was eager to leave. Who's Kolsk? Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now, probably will be till they catch him. If you're next to be hanged, what are you still doing here, you muppet? He gives a half smile. Drinking, mostly. Point of fact, I'm on my way out, just haven't figured out where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Waidwin's legacy started with Waidwin. We could travel together. Whoop whoop. Where you headed? Some place called Caed Nua. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
I seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
Well, I think you should just come there, shouldn't you? There's a fine reason if I ever had one.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
He tilts his head forward and gives you a pointed look. Nice. Let's get going then. Woo! Now we've got 3 to take into the basement now. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go to the... I need to look at my map again because of... Yeah, I didn't find anyone that sells decent stuff yet, have we? We've only found the innkeeper who had like drinks and stuff that we could sell to them. Oh, hello. Yes, he's another swordsman. I kind of wish I'd gone a bow guy now, because the way it's tallying up, I've now got 2 swordsmen, haven't I? Me and him. Could do with some distance people. Got the Witcher, the wizard right enough, or the mage. Yes, we could do with getting rid of some of this stuff, I suppose. Well, that was the wrong button. I will get used to this menu yet, people. So he wears a medium armor as well, and what he's wearing is just as good as that, really. So. Change the colours. Well, I don't know what's red on him. Can't see the... As it happens, I don't think he's got a... Oh, he has got a hood on already. Helms don't seem to have any protection on them as such, do they? Alright, the red's the hood then. Presumably. Oh, wait, yeah, there you go. Nice. It's a good touch, isn't it? I like that. Make it the same as his cloak, and then that kind of works, doesn't it, I suppose? Very nice. Wonder if we can put a cloak on them. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I'll just try this cloak on our fella and see what we got. We've got a sword there as well. 16 to 23. 10 to 15, 13 to 18. Oh, that's two-handed, that's why. What are you doing? Alright, that's his trousers and stuff, so that's not the cloak, is it? No. Everybody's got a cloak now, it's the end thing. Hey? It's all in fashion now, folks. Sell some of this shiz, though. As we are encumbered. And then we'll go and have a little battle down in the cellar, I think. See what's going on down there before we head to the other town. As promised in part 2. But we went very quiet there, didn't I, when I was using the old menu? Concentration. You know you've not got a big part in the game when you're called villager. Oh, there's Pesca.
Hail, traveller.
The innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you. Tenrith told... Yeah, you see. Tenrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favourite of the house. Discounts on the drinks rooms. Tenrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. So what would you like? See what you got for sale, please. Party gained 1,659 experience. Nice. So you get plenty of experience points when you go. Oh, we've got level ups to do as well. Just remembered. Total quest experience 1659. Sweet. Right, so let's dump some of this stuff. Lockpicks, isn't it? I'm not sure what to do with the herbs and stuff yet, because not really done anything to do. I haven't really found anywhere we can do anything. Oh no, we have. Yeah, we can make. We did some arcane stuff, didn't we? But we didn't have enough points to be able to do it. Look at that again now. And do our upgrades. So we shall hang on to those pieces, I think. Don't know what his sword's like actually, we should have looked at that. Bear hide. 10 to 15. 10 to 15, the same thing, aren't they? Well, we're doing alright for gold. Shiny gold. Double-handed sword, of which we've no use for yet. Right, I think that'll do. Got a bit of room, haven't we? Don't need the cape, I don't think. Alright. So wonder if the dwarf guy's still around. Yeah, there he is. No, don't steal. Ah, it's you, my saviour. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. A savoury pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. Okay. Spoons hang from the fire, by the fire, coated in brownish gunk. Alright. I will name a dish in your honour. Alright, you are. Right, that's that done then. Some kind of brown slop is congealing in these dishes. It smells burned. Lovely. Right, onward. I like the stained glass window over here. Brilliant. Right, let us do our upgrades and get some more moves. Make the battles more interesting, won't it? And then we shall go down into the cellar for some fighting, because we found that guy lying on the ground and he wanted us to go and retrieve for something, didn't he? So nice. Right, yeah, so I think we were definitely going to go for 4 lore, because it was only going to cost us a point. How many points have we got? 6. So we'll take our lore up to 4, which one? Well, that's lockpicking and such like, traps. Survival. Athletics is endurance athletics. I think we might do that. Survival. Survival can also be used in conversations and scripted interactions that involve wilderness challenges. Damage reduction, received healing multiplier, bonus improvement, accuracy bonus. On flat, yeah, this helps you, didn't it? Flanking. So we can only do one more. They all cost. Don't want stealth. I'm not that fussed about it. Yeah, let's. Could do another athletic, couldn't we? Let's do it. Let's do it. fighter abilities. The fighter intensely focuses on his or her training, significantly raising accuracy for a short amount of time. The fighter devotes all his or her energy to defending allies, lowers accuracy but increases the deflection of nearby allies. Yeah. The fighter adopts a more conservative combat strategy, concentrating on locking down enemies that stray too close. The fighter increases his or her number of engagement targets to 3, but at the expense of deflection. Because they are getting close, aren't they, all the time? Steadies the fighter's arm, causing a percentage of their grazes to be converted to hits, and increasing the minimum damage for melee weapons. Yeah, that sounds like a winner. Confident aim. Plus 20% grazes converted to hits, plus 20% minimum damage. Yeah, I like that. Should we do that? The other guy seems to have defender anyway. Alright, we're not getting another one this time of the moves. It's a bit disappointing. Oh, that's strange. Got to come back out to do the other dude. Right. What's better? Oh, hello. Ah, right. Well, he's got a shit ton of lore already. Mechanics. 3 plus 2 wizard. Gentry equals 7. Well, we can take him to 8, I suppose. Athletics is used for physical feats like climbing, swimming and jump. Ah, yeah, we tried to climb up that wall, didn't we? And we couldn't. So I wonder if athletics has to be over a certain... Because we were only on 2, I think, with the other guy. Oh, we're up now, though. I increased it. And... Well, it'd be silly not to take that. And... it costs 2. Oh, it's costing 4 points to advance. Let's see. Okay. Well, our main character's got decent mechanics at the minute. I think we'll do athletics and survival for this dude. After the 6th rank, the previously earned bonus become more powerful in the same order were received. Can also be used in conversations and scripted interactions with wilderness features. Well, I suppose we don't have a character that's heavy in scouting, so let's do that. Stealth much? It's really a rogue thing, stealth, though, isn't it? What does athletics give to a mage? Anything different? Yeah, it's more endurance and stuff, isn't it? Right, it's getting a sexy move. Binding web. Spins a resilient, vicious web throughout the area of effect, leaving unfortunate victims stuck inside. Creates a bizarre, perplexing visual distraction, confusing enemies in the area. Bulwark against the elements. Creates a mystical shield around the caster, fusing them with bonuses to burn, freeze, corrode and shock damage reductions. 2nd level wizard spell. Pretty neat. Causes enemy wounds in their area of effect to ignite, inflicting additional burn damage over time each time they are wounded. Eats away at the target's spirit, inflicting corrosive damage. converting the essence into endurance for the caster. And the target becomes paralysed, inflicting them with boiling pustules of foul-smelling liquid that erupt from their skin, sickening those nearby. I'm inclined for the web, or combusting wounds or elements. Go with the web one, I think. Nah, combusting wounds, just do it. It's kind of a funky one. Might be more visually exciting. I'm confused. It doesn't let me it's not letting me move forward. Oh, it's because I've got a point remaining. Oh, I can take 2 spells. Nice. Web and combusting wounds it is then. Nice. Nice work. So can we bring them into... Sure, there's a... Not sure where the new spells have gone, people. Oh, there we go, spells. Mastered spells. I see. It's in layers. Yeah, but I'd like it on the home page though. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's the one. I got it. I know what I'm doing. Oh, nice. Fan of frames. He's got quite a few already, hasn't he? Crush, corrode, damage, accuracy. Freeze. Nice. Well, I didn't know all those were there. They're only level 1 spells, right enough. I think he might have been using one of them as his standard move as it happens. Fan of flames. Oh, there you go. Gives us a few options, doesn't it? Nice! Alright. Let's do this. I think what I might do, just for the sheer hell of it, is... just for a visual's sake. Actually, I couldn't. I was finding it hard to distinguish between the two of them when I was panned out. I am a musketeer, my friend. Yes, I am. Right, let's go to the... Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go to the cellar and fight some shiz. Blimey, people. I think we're up to an hour. Where does the time go in this game, Blake? No, stop it. Down, down, down the stairs we go. All right, hello, my friend. I thought, oh, is he he seems to be in a better situation than he was last we saw him.
Good day to you.
And to you. You've returned. Find anything? I'm still exploring the upper level. No sign of anything yet. We'll keep at it. I figure they're down in the lower reaches for certain. I'll be here. Right, okay, let's get on with it then, shall we? Let's get on with it. Ooh, hello. Right then. Right, we've got some moves now. So there's a little bit of fire on them, shall we? Let's hold that thought for a minute.
Lava will be on seek!
Nice work, team. It's a bit annoying you can't read them from there. Isn't it? This parchment is relatively intact, but the ink upon it has faded. You can make out a few patches of careful, tidy script. Visitors to the ritual floor, Rectrix Obrica says, Demption for even these Orgot, and struck the largest bell first, their second rather than second. The rest is ineligible. Easy for me to say. Alright. We could do with a lady in the team, couldn't we? We had one at the beginning, but she died, sadly. Ba-dam, ba-dam, ba.
Aztec worth and wrath!
Well, there's a bigger one there.
Aztec worth and wrath!
Nice. Not like that much.
Most!
See if we can take the swine to the floor.
That's it!
That's the one. One more. Two more. Nice. Didn't you get much in the way of a pickup from a spider, do you? Well, there was something I was going to try. Wondering if food and what have you gives you back health. Or is it just ingredients? I don't know. Let's find out. So if we go to my dude, see if we can eat one. Not overly sure that did anything. Stop it. Well, it put 2 milk bottles by his head down the bottom there, so I've got no idea what it did. Holy hellfire. Alright, we're cooking now, people. A minute. Alright. That's slightly disappointing. I don't get my spells back after each fight. What's that all about? Right, let's see if we can get... Alright, he's already done it by the looks of it. That's the one. Oh, nice. Good work, team. Skulderer. Monsters of the Deadfire Archipelago. So one of these were put. Oh, hello. Jesus. Certainly getting his fight on now. Oh, I can't see him. Well, he's already on with it. So is he. What's that all about? To it, I think.
Poison.
Nicely done. Oh, hello. 14 to 21 one-handed. That looks pretty sweet, isn't it? Might take a bit of that action as it happens. These prayer scrolls are coated in a thick layer of grime and dust. Ooh.
I'll have this open in no time. It's done.
Nice. Warhammer, one-handed as well. 13 to 18 crush. Wonder if our other dude needs a better sword as well. Is there going to be any point to these books, I ask you? No, stop. Stop. Gotta go all the way around there. To His Grace, I write to implore. The rest of this letter is crossed out in several places and then abandoned altogether. Let's check a little inventory, I think. One day I'll hit the right button first time, won't I? So I'm going to have... It's either that or... That's got a sort of blue square around it, hasn't it? Does that mean it's better than what I've got? 13 to 18 against 14 to 21. Indeed it is. Slash damage. Oh no, I didn't do that, did I? How does it... It's a bit annoying that it does it that way around every time you want to change something. That's the one. 10 to 15. $17, no, that's two-handed, so that's of no use to man the beast. Huh. Alright, yeah. 15 to 22. His is pretty good already, isn't it? Heck. It's way better. Way better. Onward then. The only thing that's bugging me are these books. So they've got a value if I sell them. And that's pretty much it, isn't it? So, I like that. Just move them to stash. I like it, I like it, I like it. To some extent, we can probably put the those in there as well, and that, because we're not going to use it. Come back for them later. What's his bow like? It's 15 to 24. Yeah, it's worse. Alright, that's a clear out then, isn't it? Progress, people, progress. I thought I had health recovery on as one of my perks, but it doesn't seem to be on, does it? I've got no idea what those milk bottles are doing for me down there. It's like nothing at all. Oh, formations. Oh, hello. Oh god, don't know what it was on now. I think it was on that, wasn't it? We'll go for a 3-2-1 formation, see what happens. We're in a bit of a straight line as it happens. Spiders! That's a bit better, a bit more spread out, aren't we now? Nice. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Oh, hello. That looks ominous. Spirit. The nearby crystals light and the cracked mosaic floor in the shades of orange, and at certain angles the metallic symbol beneath your feet gleams gold. As you look on, the air shimmers as if with summer heat. The very dust and air seem to pull together until a thin glowing mist appears before you. In its rippling gleam, you sometimes think you can see the shape of a man, features rendered in broad strokes of air and smoke. Who are you? Your voice sparks movement, the spirit surges with a sudden blazing light, and in the next moment you are somewhere else, your mind assailed with a sudden wave of fear and noise. You are in the chapter hall. Priests and faithful have gathered in a great crowd, spilling into the hall. Bodies press against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the face around you. Some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candles and the room is dark, save for the podium lit from behind. Two people stand before it, lit in silhouette. A man is shouting, voice so ragged with fear you cannot understand what he says, but the rhetoric stands calm and moved. Her strength will see you all through these dark times. You feel that hope like a spark behind your ribs. Somewhere behind you someone begins to sing. The spirit tears itself from you with sudden dizzying force, and you find yourself back before the ruined altar, swaying. The spirit fades as suddenly as it appeared. Well, that was interesting. The face of this statue has had most of its features struck off along with portions of its hands. Right, well that was exciting. What's this? The red-brown smears flake away under the toe of your boot. Let's pan out for a second here. What options have we got? Oh, hello. Thought that wall might have been something to go to. Let's come back. Come back. Baby, come back. Adra. Copper panned. Had a feeling that was going to happen. Try and figure out how we get these spells back. Didn't realise you only got them once. Or is it because we've no magicka or something? Is that a possibility?
Curses!
Whoa. Something's going wrong. Could be in trouble here.
Curses!
Bloody hell, he's in trouble, isn't he? Can't do anything with the mage at the minute. To figure out what some of this stuff means when I'm getting hit. This parchment is worn and tattered, and the ink upon it faded. In this time of hardship, must have just as much faith in ourselves. May have to camp soon. We seem alright. Still, again, I still don't know what'll happen if we lose the bars on the left. It seems to be when our fades fade to darkness that we lose altogether. Been it. Oh, take a bit of that action. Can we smack through this? Take us to the same place anyway. There's a door to the left there, actually. I'm getting confused. Have we been in there before? Ah, here we go. Quick fight, that one. These clapstones are poked with burrows and narrow crevices, claw marks and dung marks passage of beasts. Brilliant. Right. Well, that went well, didn't it?
Attack!
Ooh, Amulet of Health. Scroll of Minolet's Minor Missiles. Garnet. Well, I'm going to have a bit of that action. Max Endurance bonus. Oh. What? You wear that instead of a cape? Yeah. Endurance on the left there went from 88 to 103. There you go. Nice. Take a bit of that. Not overly sure what happened to the other bits we picked up though. Stave. It's got a touch of the Uncharted theme tune about it, the sort of adventure music.
Not to alarm you, but I'm...
Ooh, this is going good. This is not going well. Wizards down.
Damn it!
Could be in trouble here.
Not to...
Our second wind came in a bit handy there, I think. Oh, come on, take him down. He's only got one hit in him, surely. There we go. Whew. A haze fills the air. There's a lot going on in the air. Coalesces steadily into a blur of dust and mist. It gathers into the outline of what appears to be a dwarf. A shimmering echo that fades in and out of sight. But stronger than sight is the sense within you of a powerful energy. It roils and seethes with a grief that seems to spill into your own thoughts, tainting them until the sorrow is your own. Like a crashing wave, the energy surges toward and into you, and suddenly you are elsewhere. Before you drift off to other places a lot, don't we? Before you is a brightly lit stone corridor lined with torches and gleaming crystals. You're running, your footsteps echoing off the stone around you. You forgot to tie your sandals, a bit silly, and they're slipping from your feet, fouling the steps. You're late again, the right's going to begin without you. You hear the tolling of a bell, and your spirit lifts as you recognise the familiar warped tone of the right hand, representing the first of the dawn stars to appear in the night sky, and last to fade in the dawn light. You pray fiercely that this is the first of the chimes and not the last. The lights fade, as does the memory, and when your eyes clear, the spirit is gone. Right, well, we need to bloody camp, don't we? Blimey. There's a pool of water there. Can we camp in here? I hope so. Oh, we didn't have anything on the mage as a bonus. Alright, now we're cooking. Right, well I think we're going to have to finish this off in part 4 because it has got awfully long once again. We'll have a little save. We've got a fair bit to still have a look at in here. I think. See what the map looks like. Yeah, I'm not overly sure as it happens. There might be a bit down here we've not seen yet. Now let's have a little look there first. Let's have a little look there first. Nothing. Oh, hello. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've got a bell and we've got a door and we've got things to do. Yes. Right, I'll save it again just so we know we're in the right. I don't forget that way. There we are. It has been, as always, an honour and a privilege serving for you again in Pillars of Eternity, and I shall be back with part 4, and I shall not move from this spot. See you soon, guys. Bye.